Welcome back, my cannonballs. Welcome back. We're back for a short, quick second, and hopefully my phone won't go dead on me, and hopefully I will be able to, have what I want to, really spit out what I need to talk about on here in time before it does go dead. Because I'm right now it's on the charger, and I got a raggedy ass charger right now, so I got the rigging this shit around here. But anyways, hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So today I wanted to talk about something that kind of has affected me, you know, for a few days, and I'm trying to really just not take it so seriously because I understand the situation. So I'm gonna have to be very, very subliminal on this because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, But I'm just getting on here to express how I feel. Okay, so say if okay, I put it in a nice way. Say if Tim and Bob was friends, and Bob was going through some things, and Tom was right there for Bob. But when Bob got a chance to get his stuff together and got on out of town, Bob never hit Tom back up to see how, well, really to make sure everything was all good, And Tom is really concerned because Tom was right there for Bob when he was going through his things, you know. And right now, it's like Tom doesn't even matter to Bob anymore, And it's just like, wow. And it makes Tom feel like, maybe he should stop being such a good helping, I would say, not a good friend, but stop helping everybody out with their ish because when everything gets all good and dandy, you don't hear from anybody anymore. And I'm gonna just say this: as a friend, I would think Bob would try to get back in touch with Tom, which is me. But I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard, haven't had no text message, and it really just makes me feel like I'm being really cut the fuck off. Yeah, and I know I shouldn't say that like that, but it just feels like I'm being cut off, you know? And, Tom and Bob, they consider themselves, to be besties and bros and brothers. But Bob is just doing his thing right now, and I understand. But sometimes I feel like, if Bob was really, that friend that you say you are, you would reach out to Tom because Tom was there when not too many people was there for you. You know, I'm just saying. And is Tom wrong or is Tom right? I think Tom is right because when you put aside your issues to help other people's issues, to help people out with their issues, that's a damn good friend right there. Tom is a damn good friend to put away his issues to help you with yours, so you will be okay. But in due time, if Bob want to reach out to Tom again, he can. He can. But I would just feel like, man, all the talks and the fellowshipping. What was that only for Bob convenience? Was it only for Bob convenience? I just want to know. Was it only for Bob convenience? I just don't know. I just don't know. It's just Tom feel a little hurt, feel a little left out. I just need to know. Sometimes it's best to let a friend know what's really going on, or are you okay? And Tom haven't got any. I'm okay. How you doing? Nothing. I'm gonna just let it be. Let it be. On to the next topic. Okay, I know we all are grown now. We all are grown. The majority of us are grown. The '90s babies. Um, so I know a few people that's older than me, maybe around about 35, 34, 33. Okay, and sometimes they have a habit of coming down to your house to ask you if you got something, if you got a Rello, or do you got a cigarette. And I feel like one time, once or twice, okay, I can spot you. But three and four and five and six, event, it's just like, hold on now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. If you got some reefer to smoke, you should be able to have your stuff to roll it up in. Why are you constantly coming down here to my house asking me, do I got a real low? Do I got a cigarette? I ain't got none of that for you. Look, what's for me is for me. It's not for me to bring. It's not for me to issue it out to you, because then I'm be the one having to go back out and replace what I done gave to you. And as grown folks, we should have our all. We should have everything that we need. If you know that you got habits, and if you know that you like to smoke a little tobacco and smoke some marijuana, and make sure you have the things that you need. Make sure, because it's not nobody else's responsibility to support your habit. And one thing that really tripped me out that I heard this person say, "Oh, I was just coming down to see if you had real low. I didn't want to walk to the store." What do you mean you didn't want to walk to the store? You walked all the way down here to my house. Girl, if you don't use them legs that God gave you and truck it on down to the damn store and get what you need, see, that's why I be saying no. I ain't got it. And even if I did have it, your ass is still not getting it. Folks got to learn how to be more considerate of other people's shit. Okay, and that's another thing I had to. That's another thing that I had to tell a few people that was close to me. You got to be considerate of my motherfucking time. You got to be considerate of the fact that I be wanting to do something totally the opposite of what you want to do. I don't want to look at the same motherfuckers in my face. I don't want motherfuckers coming down here and asking me for certain shit. Have what you need to have. Because you know what? Because if I didn't have it, who else you gonna go? I mean, if I didn't have it, who else are you gonna ask? You know what you're gonna have to do? Walk that ass on down to the motherfucking store, and you get what you need to get, and so you don't throw a fit. It's just like it's getting out of hand, and don't let me not get on the people that's begging for money, asking for money. I had to tell a family member, tell a few people, I didn't have it because I really didn't have it to give. But even if I did, I can't give it out like that because it's like I said, what is for me is for me. It's not for me to be itching out, to give to you, and then all of a sudden I be looking like a fool, and then I won't be having anything. People got to learn to be more responsible. It is not up to the next human being to support anything that you got going on within yourself. And I'm saying that for real. Now that's for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I look, I had to cut my own sister off, my own twin off, because you know why? It was not my responsibility to help her pay her bills when she had the opportunity to pay her bills. Don't fuck off your money and think you expecting to get some of my money. Because you know what? I know people like this that's like that, like her. They would say they money, but be playing possum, which is broke, and trying to get your money. That ain't happening, Captain. It's not happening over here. Okay, you either gonna be grown and be responsible and go pay your shit like you're supposed to. Go out there and pay your shit like you're supposed to do, or you just gonna be struggling. Because you know what? A few years ago, I was struggling. I struggled hard. A lot of times when I got done paying some things off, you know, I made some careless decisions, and I was broke for the month, or maybe at the end of the month, I didn't have a dime, and sometimes there are moments just like that when shit get tight, food it was really rough, you guys. I mean, it was rough. It was really really rough, but thank God we made it. But it was just about being responsible and being, not being so careless to the point where you ain't got shit. I'm trying to tell you, look, I don't want to go back there, even though I have been there a few times because I had to do some stuff with my money. But, I'm learning, but I don't go out there be begging. I don't have to ask my mother for anything. I don't beg people for their things, because what's for them is for them. It ain't for me to be asking them for their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because as a grown man, I should already have it. We all should have our stuff. No one is responsible for your habits. That's all I'm saying. And if people may take this the wrong way, you take the wrong way. Take it how you want to take it. But it's the truth. It's the guy honest truth. Learn to be responsible with your monies. You know, because when the shit hit the fan, what you gonna do if something drastic was to happen? You think somebody's gonna come to your rescue or your aid when something was to fail? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I really don't. You know, if and I would say you better hope you got family around here because hell, a friend, that word sometimes to me that word is just sometimes it can be nun and boy if you ask me. When something drastic happens, when it's a really a big pandemic, it's something it's something it can happen today or tomorrow, anytime, any day, any place, anywhere. That's why it's important to be you know stable, financially stable. You may not have enough, but you got something in your pocket, okay, that can get you on by for the next day. You know, I'm just keeping it real. And on that note, you guys, um, take care. I may come back. It depends on how I feel. And you guys have a wonderful and blessed evening. And see you later, my cannonballs. We're out of here.